So darkness is all around us.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And in this video, I just want to give a couple updates on the last couple of videos I did. Um, One on the key to finding your life journey or your divine path, and the other one was on the law of attraction, Nikola Tesla 369 method that I had employed. And I'll start with that one. So on May 4th, a couple days ago, I completed my 21 days doing the Nikola Tesla 369 manifestation method. Um, and I'm here to report that I believe it worked. Did I get exactly what I was hoping to manifest? Not 100%, but like I said, that's not the purpose of it. And if if you're holding those expectations that it's going to be exactly what you asked for, then you know it'll come eventually. But it's not going to be on your time. It's going to be on divine time. So one of the things that has been manifesting for me, and I wasn't specifically asking for $1 million or anything, but something to that effect. But currently, I have a part-time job as a delivery person, driver, and in the last probably 2 weeks, my tips have been increasing like exponentially. One example is last Monday I worked, and Monday nights are usually my slowest tip earning night, and Friday is my best earning night. Well, this past Monday I made Friday type money on a Monday night. Um, so and that happened throughout the week, just exponentially. So that's manifestation, and I really do believe it is a byproduct of my Nikola Tesla 369 manifestation technique that I employed for 21 days, and that's exciting because I'm very grateful for it, which means that through my gratitude, I'm going to receive more because that was just a taste. So try it. I really, really encourage it. But you have to do it consistently, and you have to have that feeling. Like I said, it's about feeling it deep every time, like you already have it, and it's coming. It'll come to fruition. So thumbs up on the Nikola Tesla 369 manifestation method. Look it up. There's several people that use different techniques on it, have their own interpretation, but I have my own, and the video I'll link in the description below so that you can watch that and see what I did specifically. And I did it, word for word with how I put it in that video. So you can do that, or you can do it however it resonates for you. There's really no hard and fast rule to it. There just isn't. It all comes with the feeling. If you don't have the feeling and intention behind it, in my humble opinion, it won't work. With regards to my life path, I'll post a link to that specific video, which I did, I think, believe 6 days ago. Um, I said that I was taking that leap of faith, and I was at the precipice. And well, I put my money where my mouth is. I gave my 2 weeks notice at work, and I did not sign my lease. It was due at the end of this month. And now I am preparing for that trip that I am taking. I'm gonna do it. I feel it in my soul that it is the right thing. And I've also come across some synchronicities, and that's what else I encourage when you're making a decision that's coming from your heart, because it is from the heart. But the mind is always trying to change your mind, trying to bring the negative aspects of it. And you have to weigh those out. You have to look at the pros and cons. But if your soul is telling you you got to do it, you have to take that leap of faith. And the way I did it, you have to take action, like I said, because the universe meets you at the point of action. So I did. I calendared, like I said on my video, all the dates, specific dates, um, and I gave my 2 weeks notice. So 2 weeks I will have no job, and at the end of the month I won't have a place to live because I did not renew my lease. So I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm gonna give away and sell whatever I can, my furniture and stuff. I'm gonna pack lightly, pack my car, and head on my destination on the date that's on my calendar. That is my intention, with full trust and faith and belief. Now, with that said, you also have to not only take a leap of faith, but you have to address any issues that arise because of it, any new feelings of worry, lack, doubt, fear. And they came up for me in a big way. One specific day, I was walking through a park, very intentionally trying to just be in presence and motivate myself about my upcoming decisions on my trip. And out of the blue, I've walked this park a lot of times. A small snake was slithering in front of me, and I jumped out of my skin. And I'm not afraid of snakes, but in that moment, it just caught me off guard. But the snake also, jumped out of its skin and ran in the other direction. And in that moment, uh, the flight or fight kicked in, and I was like, no, I'm going to stand my ground. So I walked towards where the snake went, not to, you know, provoke it or try to get bit, just to quell that fear, to show the fear that I'm not afraid, because in my journeys I'm going to be visiting a lot of parks and I may be camping. So I need to show the universe that I'm not going to have a fear of, snake crawling into my tent or a bear or whatever. Although it could happen, but I can also choose not to experience that, which is, another intention, or actually a law of attraction. If you intend not to experience something, you don't put any energy toward it, it won't manifest. So that was one thing. Then on my way back home, and I walk through my neighborhood all the time, and there's dogs in the yard and stuff like that. But for some reason, I looked to my left, and there was two dogs I'd never seen, and they're coming towards me. So naturally, I stopped, and I was going to be kind to them because I really love dogs, and they came at me in an aggressive manner to attack me, which I didn't understand why that was. I didn't feel I was putting out a negative energy, but they did. So I stood my ground. Well, at first I started to run, but I was like, well, I can't outrun two big dogs. And so I stood my ground and I growled back at them, made, whatever silly noises we can make to make ourselves look aggressive. But then I realized, and I picked up a stick. It was a small stick. I was like, I don't want to hurt these animals, but I don't want to be hurt by them either. So I set that intention in that moment. And I did. I stood my ground. And the bigger dog fled off, and then I just went behind a bush and pretended to rattle the bush as if I was going to pick it up and throw it. And the other one just walked off, and the incident was over. And on my walk, the rest of the way home, I just had that adrenaline. And then I realized that this is a fear, and it wasn't a fear of the animals or the snake. It was a fear of the unknown of this trip. It came way up. And what was happening is that fear, which I was quelling, while I was sequestering, wanted to manifest and wanted to show itself and wanted me to address it. And it came to me and it came through me as negative energy, which projected onto these animals. And these animals instinctively went after me because they smelled the fear, even though I don't think I was projecting it, but I was. So that's one of the things you have to be very conscious of. You have to allow that. I was not allowing fear to enter my life for this journey, but it's there, and it was there. So I went home and I meditated on it, and I allowed the fear. And these are techniques I use in my transformational life coaching business to help people uh, to understand whatever they're feeling, bring it up and deal with it. Face it, confront it, integrate it, allow it to be there, feel those feelings, and understand why they're there. But then in the moment, choose to shift those emotions. Now that you understood it, show yourself some compassion for it and decide to let it go. And that's what I had to do. And it took a couple days because there were little things that kept coming up. The fear of, what if you break down on your way? What's going to happen then? You can't allow those things to rule you. So I chose not to in that moment. And since then, a lot of synchronicities have come in from, the YouTube channels I watch, influencers I watch, friends and family that have reached out to me and, shown support for my decision. And just little things, the extra money coming in at work. Um, so I'm really at peace, and I'm doing things like meditation, and I'm taking care of myself. Self-care routines that I also um, do as part of my coaching practice. So in my life journey, I'm going. I'm taking that leap of faith. I said I was going to do it, and I don't need to prove it to anybody but myself. And I've done that. And I've taken the fear out of it and the worry out of it. And the trust is there because I know that I'm going to manifest everything that I need. And I can't tell you how empowering that is. Now, there could be obstacles along the way. But like I said, I, I will choose or not choose not to experience those in the moment. And I believe that I can do that. Because again, we create our own realities. So what you put out there is what you project back, or what will be projected back. And I only intend to project positivity and happiness and compassion towards myself and to others, and excitement for the journey and the people that I'm about to meet, and my friends and family that I'm going to visit and that I haven't seen in forever, and just be in nature and experience new things. And I'm excited. So I'm just here to encourage you to do the same. And if you need help in that direction, I do my transformational life coaching remotely. So the link is down below. Hit me up if I can be of service to you. Be my pleasure. And don't let fear hold you back. Don't let anything hold you back. If you want it, go for it. Have an amazing day.
I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I have everything I need.